Hey everybody, this is Andy, and yes, I did just get out of the shower and it's very late, but I had to wash all the salsa off my body because I spilled it watching the Mexico-England game. Anyways, my eyes burn, my skin burns, and your ears should be burning because I'm going to be in your city. It is July 14th, which means in about 10 days I will be in Reading, Pennsylvania, and then I will be in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, and then I'll be in Baltimore, Maryland, Washington, D.C., Detroit, Michigan, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Las Vegas, Nevada, and San Francisco, California. Please come on out, buy some tickets, enjoy today's episode. Alaya.
Hello, everybody. It's your favorite neighborhood spider guy, Michael Shane Cannon, MikeCannonComedy.com for dates. I'll be a couple places this summer, but mostly filming stuff and gaining the respect from my family.
Beautiful, 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 beautiful boys.
Did I know you back that Deep Inside the Rabbit Hole, the conspiracy podcast?
No.
So my co-host was this guy, Dave, who had a solar company. And he would, like, privately to us tell us that it's a complete hoax and that it's basically microwaving us and we're dying due to his whatever.
Yeah.
But then on camera would be like, vaccines are evil, this is evil, all this stuff. These corporations are shape-shifting reptiles and they're feeding from our energy. And then he signed an $11 million deal with PepsiCo. And he never mentioned the flavoring in soda ever again.
No.
And I was like, damn, that's hilarious. Just bought and paid for immediately. Welcome, everybody, to a brand new episode of Beautiful Boys. I'm one of your hosts, Mike Cannon.
I'm Andy Haynes.
That's the most professional way I've ever entered the show.
Yeah.
I don't know why I did that. And our guest.
Hey.
What a treat. Cipha Sounds.
That's me?
You're right.
Hey.
All these cameras are pointed directly at you.
Cipha, I don't know your real name.
Thanks for having me. Well, what do you mean real?
Like, what's your birth name?
Cipher is a... Well, first of all...
Oh, I forgot you don't ask people. You don't ask people this in New York. You don't go, what's your real name?
Yeah,
no, 100... I don't like the question. Cipher is a real name.
Mm-hmm.
Is it the name on my birth certificate? No. But
no,
am I
I didn't
checking
mean
into
it
a
like
hotel
that.
right now?
It's a... You check in under your legal?
Yeah.
Oh, because that's your driver's license.
Yeah,
So,
it's
damn.
Luis Diaz.
I always
Is
wished.
it?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I thought you like went full McLovin and your whole
No,
driver's
I-
license was
okay.
Cipha, don't get gassed.
You know what?
With your-
It's perfect for this podcast. The only reason why I didn't legally change my name is because it was my dad's name, and he died when I was young.
Gotcha.
So I literally feel bad.
Yeah.
The
Erasing.
only piece of memory that I have is the guy's name.
Yeah.
He died when I was 3 years old, so I would have changed it to Cipha Sounds. I wanted to. And so I just keep Luis Diaz. But I don't hide it. I just...
Did you grow up with a single mom?
Was I a single mom?
No. Did you grow up with a single mom?
Yeah, my mom was single most of it. There was 2 stepdads in there mixed in, but
Yeah.
not really. Yeah, single mom.
Yeah.
Young mom too.
Oh, wow.
Young. My mom had me at 16.
Gloria James.
So, who's that?
Gloria James.
I don't know who that is.
LeBron's mom.
Oh, she had him young?
Had him at 16.
Oh, she
Yeah.
did it better. She did it better.
That was a great investment.
You know, the crazy thing is, though, dude, is when you really zoom out, your mom, what a fucking home run. What an unbelievable job. The fact that she had a child that young, and he is like a huge figurehead in a culture.
You're right.
That's pretty cool.
You're right. Yeah.
My parents can't say that, and they had me at the ripe age of 30. They were prime and ready.
That's like, I think I've talked about this on the pod before, but I had this buddy who, his first insertion of his penis into a woman, he ejaculated.
Nice.
Like, not
Right
a
away.
stroke. Just in ejaculation,
Been there,
pregnant,
Sheesh.
15 years old.
Target acquired.
And it was like we would hang out a couple years ago, and he's like, I'm done. Like, all you guys are like having kids.
Yeah.
He's like, my daughter has a job. My daughter has benefits.
Yeah.
We go to the bar.
That's
Like,
awesome. Yeah. They get to
I mean,
hang.
no, there is benefits to having kids young when you're older.
Sure,
Yes.
of course, yeah.
Yeah, but
Not when
but
you're 17.
When you're in it, when you're in the mix, it's rough. But later on, it is probably better.
Yeah. Did she continue, and we don't have to talk about that, but did she continue going to high school?
My mom?
Yeah, when she had you.
I think my mom got a GED.
Okay, yeah. So I mean that makes sense to have to step back because all I think about, this is how dumb I am, but also where like my brain goes, is as soon as I think of a teenage mom, I think about that episode of Saved by the Bell when Zach had to bring a baby to school. And he just put it in the duffel bag right next to his desk, and every once in a while the baby would cry, but he'd like feed it a fucking like dollop of applesauce.
I never saw this episode.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's a real baby?
It's a real baby, yeah. And Zach is a doting father.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
How
not
did he
Zach's
get a baby?
though.
No, but he also changed the baby. I forget whose baby it was. I think it might have been his stepmom's or his dad's or something. But he changed it using AC Slater's football jersey, and boy, did that make the studio
man.
audience laugh.
That was the sitch in the calm.
What when you first started popping in like radio,
Yeah.
what years were those? Like when it first started taking off?
Sorry, I'm sorry to interrupt. I have a 30-minute special out called Likeable.
Yes.
It's on LOL Networks, Kevin Hart's channel. I just want to say
YouTube,
it now
right?
because on YouTube.
YouTube,
yeah.
LOL
Yeah, I
Network.
can share it
Yes,
easily.
100%.
So the thing
The link will be in the description.
I'm only saying it now early on because after people watch it, I'm gonna blow the fuck up.
Yeah.
So you guys are lucky to have
Damn,
me
I
here
really
at this
enjoy
time.
that mindset. Can
Okay.
you coach us in mindset after
yeah,
this?
we'll need a mindset.
Can you
coaching.
coach us in mindset? Because both of us, we are dying to have a little bit of hip hop gravitas.
Yeah.
You know, that bravado.
Mine is fake though.
Yeah, but that's, I don't care. Mine will
fake,
never be
yeah.
real. I'll never believe in myself fully.
So look, I started interning in 1997. I got my own show in the like 03, 04.
Wow.
Around there on Saturdays.
Yeah.
That's fucking quick to go from intern to that.
I know. Looking back, it didn't feel quick at the time, but looking back, yeah, it was fast. But
Did you go from from intern to like production staff to then on mic, or you
No.
were always among the talent?
I was Funkmaster Flex's intern.
Gotcha.
So I would like fill in for him secretly when he would like either go sneak away and I'd play records for him and fill in, and then I would talk like a tiny bit, and then the boss. I'm one of those guys, bro. I'm a company man, and I'm a fucking. Oh,
No, you're
children?
good. No, kids don't. Those who own them watch this.
Yeah.
I'm a guy that comes in early, leaves late.
Yeah.
You know, one of those like
Yeah.
grinders. So grinder's something different, but I'm a grinder. And that got me like a little what do you call it? Somebody up?
A little boost.
A little boost up, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, what
So-
you were doing looked like some
Yeah.
semblance of a stroke. That's like Will on stage during new jokes. He's like, when you take your penis
like
out,
this.
and you're like, sorry, I don't have a shillelagh cock. I have a little.
But yeah,
I've never
so
seen the picture still.
I will look.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
looks like the Titanic at night.
No,
it's
there's-
insane, dude.
There's a comic we know
It's
named
like
Will Sylvan.
half of it's out of water. There's no lights. The
No.
band's playing. It's insane.
Nah, I won't look.
Because I didn't want to. The only reason I brought it up because I feel like it's probably annoying to you to some extent to people constantly bringing up the hip hop when you're like a working comic.
No, it's not annoying.
But why I brought it up was because we were talking about Saved by the Bell, and it just must have been so crazy to be on. That was on Hot 97, right?
What?
When you had your first
Yes,
radio
yeah,
show?
yeah.
It's like Hot 97 in the prime of radio.
Prime.
As like it's like being on Friends.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
that
Yes.
access to
That's a
culture
great
and things
way-
like that. Like
Yeah.
it's like
It also is the driving force of the cultural epicenter of the country.
Yeah.
So like New
In the
York,
birthplace.
especially during that time.
In the birthplace of the culture.
So you were
Yeah.
on air during 9/11.
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't on air, but I was on the radio.
Right, you were on
Yeah,
the
yeah,
radio,
yeah,
so
yeah.
you had to you had to address,
No,
obviously.
I didn't have a show at 9/11.
did they play
Okay.
music that day?
Yeah. They did a lot of talk.
Okay.
Yeah,
There's a lot of talk.
Yeah.
I was,
Because I was in Seattle. We were not.
bro.
They accidentally put on Biggie. It's like, blow up like the world trade. Oh, they just skip to the next song. Like, fuck.
I was actually home that day, and I used to live in Jersey. And you ever saw the movie Red Dawn?
Yeah.
No.
You never saw the movie, the 80s movie Red Dawn?
No, I have to.
Oh my
They remade
God.
it, too.
Yeah, they remade it. But bro, it's Red Dawn is these kids. It's like, I feel like Emilio Estevez or Charlie Sheen.
Yeah.
And like the 80s faces. There's like 10 kids in a high school in the middle of the country.
I think it's like Montana, right?
Something like that.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, Russians and Cubans start parachuting into the town, and they're like taking over America.
I got to see this.
I thought that was
Yeah,
When I saw the second plane hit, I went and barricaded my door. I had a firearm at the time, an illegal firearm. I grabbed it, loaded it, put extra ammo, and I blocked my door. And I was like, all right, here we go.
Here we go.
I did something similar, which was we were in Seattle and we thought they were going to go for other monuments. And so we went down to like watch the Space Needle get hit.
Yeah.
We were like, it's next. That's what's going to happen
Yeah,
next.
get a
And
good
we all
view.
got drunk and we were like talking amongst ourselves. I'm 18 years old and we're all like, well, I guess we're all going to war. And it was like, what?
Yeah.
For what war?
I mean, I thought we almost drove to Jersey. My friends and I, like, we were at a soccer pasta party, and we were literally, because we saw the people celebrating, like but they blew it up media wise. We were like, let's just drive there. Just immediately, we would have. There's no way we're like a belly full of lasagna. We're not going anywhere. But it was just like I remember the reaction and the emotion behind it, and just being like so confused as to what the fuck was happening.
Yeah,
I even remember playing a. This is how kind of like immature. In high school, you don't really know how big something is or how and whether or not it happens all the time.
Yeah.
Like you just assume you see some things, or I assume that I saw some things in movies. And I'm just like, well, that's just a reflection of the world. And so
Right.
we see that stuff all the time. So when that happened, I kind of was like, is this just a continuation of everything? And then we were like playing a soccer game a few days later. And I remember just being like, you good, dude? To like one of my teammates. And he's like, I just feel like the whole world's different. Like he literally said that right before the game. And I was like, fuck you talking about? I'm like, we're playing soccer, pussy. Like, let's fucking go. And only now as a 40-year-old man am I like, oh, that guy was way more emotionally connected than I was and truly understood what was happening.
I
He
mean,
was
I drank
junior.
a 40 like an hour after finding out.
Yeah.
Like I was like, this will help.
You drink a 40 at
Like
7 in the morning?
8:30 in the
I
morning. It was
what
like
the-
8:39 in the morning.
You poured some out for your homies right before.
Yeah. Well, no, I needed it. I needed it all.
So you weren't on the radio or anything like that.
Not
which is
that
nice.
day, but around there, yeah.
Yeah.
So one thing I remember when I started comedy in New York, you had an improv show.
Yeah.
And that was kind of like I was like, wait, is that Cipha from rap?
Yeah.
Like I was confused. I was
Yeah.
like, wait. Actually, side note, real quick. Do you remember Boots Riley's hip hop group? Was it The Coup? Is that what they were called?
The Cool, yeah.
Do you remember that their first big record that was going to come out was a picture of them pushing a dynamite plunger down next to the World Trade Center blowing
No,
up?
I don't remember that.
And it came out in August of 2001.
Oh,
And they had to pull it off of every...
Yeah. Oh, that's tough.
I got
timing.
engaged to my girlfriend at the time, August 11th, 2001, at the World Trade Center.
No shit.
Yeah.
Holy
And
fuck.
a month to the day.
Wow.
I was like, this must be a sign.
Were you like, did you go, did you go,
you
went
go through with it?
engagement off?
I was like, this is a sign. Like, I could never go back to the place where I got engaged.
Right.
Like, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do this.
Oh my God. That's great. You go back there to the memorial. Both your names are somehow etched in the stone.
Aw. The love. The love died
August
that day.
11th, bro.
So, but you had this improv show.
Yeah.
Is that how you transitioned from...
No, I was doing stand up first.
Okay.
I started stand up. So people just would say I was funny on the radio. So I kept hearing it over and over and over. So I was like, how do I make money with this? Like, why do you keep labeling me funny? So I just started a show at Comics. Remember that club? Comics?
yeah.
I started a show at Comics once a month. Ed Lover used to do a show at Caroline's, I think, and Wendy Williams did a show. They just had a monthly comedy show, and they would book comics and just promote it. So I just followed that formula, but I would host it myself.
That's awesome.
And then it was packed.
You're like an early adopter of that because that's I feel like what's happening now in terms of touring is people's shows take off and then that kind of leads.
Yeah, I
them
wish
to
I would
live.
have stuck with it.
Right.
Because
right.
I did it for a while, and bro, it would be packed. Rappers, ball players, hot girls. That all these people that knew me from club life were coming to see my show, and then they would go to clubs afterwards. So everybody was dressed up.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
crazy.
Well,
And
UCB East was the funniest when you had your show there, and literally, I mean, like Dipset would be there
Oh,
or
yeah,
something,
that was- yeah.
and then also the most autistic white
it was
kids
like-
Yeah,
of all
exactly.
time.
Exactly.
Dipset crowd like going through the door with Chris Gethard.
Yeah. No, at least Chris Gethard is from the area and he knows
yeah,
hip hop.
gets it, yeah.
And he knows how to talk about it. Yeah, he knows how
there's
to-
other kids that like have no idea who's on stage with them. I'm like, this is a big deal, and they're like,
I'm not familiar with
that
your
guy
work.
started the Wu-Tang Clan. They're like, I don't know.
I respect your culture.
Clans scare me.
So I did stand up, and I was trying it. I saw bomb for years, but I kept going back. All the comics were like, "Yo, you kind of really like this shit, huh? You're not just using it for the radio." Like, and I paid well.
Yeah.
I always paid well. And then I got the morning show. And when I got the morning show, my producer was like, bro, you're kind of stiff. You're not as funny as you were before. He's like, come check out this improv show. I want you to learn improv. And I went to see a show, and then fucking
No
2.5 years, like deep, dark.
You went through the whole system of UCB?
Many times.
Really?
I would take classes again.
I
They're
loved
No, you
UCB
graduated
classes.
already. I go, I want to take it with this guy.
Yeah.
I want to take it with this guy.
Did you never do improv classes?
I took improv, not with UCB, but
Oh
I
man,
I
that,
took
that was so
improv
fun. That was the
class.
one thing I always wished that I would have done it more like, but it was like every time that it would be like time to start a group, it would be the two people from your class that you really loved, and it would be one person that you never wanted to see again.
Yeah.
And they'd be like, "We're doing a practice group," and you're
Yeah.
like, "I can't."
Yeah, wrangling improvisers is the worst thing ever.
Yeah.
You, Micah Sherman, remember him?
Yeah.
Really funny comedic actor, improviser, the whole thing. He used to teach so we had like an offshoot, not attached to any school. It was me, Dan Hershon, Joe List, like all like that group of people, like early stand-ups. And then I think Mike Kaplan was in it, like a very odd collection, but all stand-ups. So it was improv, but all of us trying to like
Yeah.
one up each other. So I kind of learned improv, but not really. It was more
it's
of like a
completely
writing
different-
session.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think like good improv, like when it's like amazing, is better than great stand up. But the gap between good and bad is so you don't see a lot of mid.
It's a chasm.
Yeah, it's huge. So
Yeah.
most of it you're watching, you're like, I can't believe
Yeah.
I'm here. Like, do you remember like at the Creek when like there'd be like a 6 p.m. improv show? You'd like peek your head in, and you were like,
Yeah, that was me.
yeah, there's like
I was there.
there's like 4 people. Yeah, it was
I
a
forgot the
bummer.
name of that show, but it was a big indie show at the time.
What was the original like? So when you're in classes there, because you are again, you're like kind of on Friends for radio.
Yeah.
So you have a profile.
Yeah.
When you go into improv, obviously it's a completely different like swath of people. Do they know who you are? Does that fuck with you that they don't? Or is that good?
No. I don't give a fuck about that.
Yeah.
I have no ego whatsoever. I'm super appreciative of the fans I do have.
Sure.
But I never be like, yo, they should know. You know who I am? I don't give a fuck about any of
Yeah.
that shit. At first, no one knew who I was. Like the first class I took, I'm like 30 something. Everyone was like 19 because it was like summer class. So people would come from different states to take UCB summer classes
It was
and
like
then go back to
intensives, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
So I did that, and Chris Gethard recognized me in the hallway and Twittered me. Twitter DM, whatever that was back then. And he goes, do you take improv classes? I was like, yeah, I'm here now. and then people would find out people would tell people who I was, but they didn't know, so
Yeah.
they didn't care.
Yeah.
But they're like, oh, I think this guy is, and then,
I think the thing that fucked it up for me the most, because I was friends with you for a while, knowing like who you were, but I didn't know you were, somehow I knew who you were and also didn't know you were Cipha Don't Get Gassed. Like I literally didn't know that I don't know how or what the separation was in
Yeah.
my brain, but right when I put that together, I was like,
Oh, that's crazy.
I know. It was like such a dumb thing. I was like, oh, I knew he was on the radio. I just kind of didn't because I was an Opie. I was like, I listened to Opie and Anthony a lot more
Racist.
back then. I mean, I identified with it more. but then I would listen to like hip hop in the afternoon or music.
Everybody
mostly.
did.
Yeah, the morning
Everybody in
show,
New
I
York.
was like Elvis Duran or Opie and Anthony. I wasn't really Hot
A
97.
morning show,
I guess.
yeah. But everybody in New York listened.
Sorry, I have
So
to
you-
send a work text real
That's
quick.
buddy. You got it. I
apologize,
got
you guys.
Cipha because
I'm
I'm
pretending to not be at work. Pretending to be at work
Be at
while
work,
I'm not at
yes,
work.
yes.
Yeah,
That's
no, I
work
think
too.
all of America can identify with what Andy's going through right now. He's just doing 2 jobs poorly.
You have to.
You gotta to survive, So you're in the early stages of improv, and you're
Yeah.
also doing stand up, and
Yeah.
you're also doing radio,
Yeah.
and you also have a family.
No, I didn't have a family at
You
the time.
didn't, okay?
No.
So you're
Family
just
came
you're just grinding.
after, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And now so then you've been a comic for as long as you've been a family, or longer than you've been a family man.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's right. You know what's funny, man, is because I bet people, because I know how comics are, right? And I know when somebody famous comes into and that is from outside of the medium,
Yep.
the immediate reaction is fuck this guy.
100%.
Yeah.
But what is outside the medium? What makes you more of an authority of comedy than me?
Right.
I don't like what's the difference?
Yeah.
Like,
see-
and I understand when people famous come in, it's jarring to the people who already do it, and you think that we're gonna have a leg up. Well, not even we. I don't even consider myself one of those type of guys.
Okay.
I do see famous people come in, and I go, "The fuck you doing here? The fuck you doing here?" But I personally told myself, "Don't try to skate. Do it the real way," which I did. Now, did my name help me get on shows a little easier? Yeah.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter once you're on stage. Like,
Right.
I also don't think it's like they're separate enough universes that it's not like, it's like John Mayer got that pass, but I don't think Esty would have been like, "Oh, you're on Hot 97.
No.
Like, you get to be."
No.
Because it's just not enough of you're part of a subculture. Still.
Yeah, at the Comedy Cellar for sure. Like,
And I also think like there's something to be said like for comics, I mean, I don't know about it anymore because it's like the entire industry's changed where people are like, "He's good." And you're like, "He has 600,000 followers. He's not good. Stop saying that."
yeah.
I think he's saying something up there.
Yeah, I kind of like him. No, you don't. You don't like him and you're just trying
But
to.
you hope to open.
Yeah.
Or collab.
But we know when somebody's like kind of showing up with integrity, and I feel like that was something I always noted. Like the fact that I could see you like doing horrible improv shows, I was like, oh, he really means it.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you can't go from because I know how much a morning radio DJ makes.
Yeah.
It's like to be at the Creek in the Cave would
Yeah.
be like that'd be like a community service like punishment from
I'm
the
driving,
state.
I'm driving to the Creek in the Cave to do a 10 people indie improv show in an Escalade. I was popping.
That's awesome. That's
black
so funny.
tinted Escalade with TVs on the outside. And I roll up.
Wait, in the mirrors on the
No,
side?
there was somebody built this Escalade. They took the door in the back that opens up, and they had 2 TVs in it somehow.
Oh my God, that's
I
awesome.
roll up.
That's
skirt. But one time,
these kids are spending their last dollar on a taquito.
My favorite story is my manager called me and he was like, "Yo, there's some crazy shit, Sprint or T-Mobile something, bro. They got a show in somewhere in Europe, $25,000." $25,000. I was like, "Oh shit, yeah, let's do it." And he goes, "It's like, it's the 10th." I go, "I can't do it." He goes, "Why?" I was like, "I got a show at Triple Crown," which is a fucking pub, Irish pub.
R.I.P. It just closed.
It did?
Yeah,
Triple
it did.
Crown?
Yeah, that place ruled.
And he goes, and I could hear him go, "What? What are you talking about?" I was like, "I got a show, an improv show."
Yeah.
I said, "It's my team. I can't not be there."
Yeah.
And he goes, "Well, what? How much are you getting for that?" I go, oh, no, I have to pay to be in that show. You don't have to pay $5 to be in that show. And he goes, well, how many people are there? I go, oh, just the other teams.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah. I don't think I've loved anything ever that much.
He hung up
I get it. Well, I bet he did. I'm curious if you like, and maybe this is me reading into something falsely, but like, what do you credit for that work ethic? Like, do you think that's more hip hop culture or radio culture or who you are? Because I think that's like, you know, the grit and grind of like hip hop and pulling something out of the mud and like, you know, creating something from nothing. That seems to be what you took from it, which is kind of wild because the reason I say this is because like say an actor or a reality person comes in, they don't have that acting is different, but like a reality person, they don't have necessarily that like foundation of work ethic. Yeah. They don't have that like, oh, I did this in this side, therefore I can duplicate that in this way, at least like work wise. Yeah. So what is that with you that like made you approach it that way?
It is hip hop. Mm-hmm. But I realized that later. But when I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do, I tried to rap first, and I couldn't rap. I was like, "Oh, rap must be a natural talent." Uh-huh. DJing feels like something you can practice and get better at. Mm. So then just hours of that. And then I realized I don't have any famous uncles. I don't have a brother who's in the industry. I was like, the only way I could get on is to offer my services for free in order to get in the access to the building. Yeah, yeah. And that's literally, still to this day, I do that. To this day. It's not as extreme. Right. But like, I'll sleep on the floor. I'll get your food. I'll get your coffee. I'll do this. I'll do that. I'll drive. Like the first gig I ever had was DJ Riz. He lived in Brooklyn. I lived in Long Island at the time. He didn't have a car. So I said, hey, I'll drive you to your DJ gigs and carry the crates. And he's like, fuck it. It's better than a cab, you know? And then I drive all the way to Long Island to Canarsie, pick him up, drive to the city, carry his crates, watch him DJ, drive him back home, drive back to Long Island, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, every day.
Did you ever do the DMC shit?
No, I'm not that.
That shit's
not
crazy.
Yeah, that shit's crazy. DJ Riz did that shit.
Yeah.
But even that, so because that's interesting that it's like, that is within hip-hop, but that's also you at the beginning with very little influence from, I mean, outside of, you know, growing up with it, of course.
I just didn't know. I didn't have anything I really wanted to do. And when I found something that I liked, I just harped on it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I just there's only, as far as I know, there's only one way. It's just to put the hours in. And that's just what I did. Mm-hmm. So then I just, you know, luckily, you know the whole saying, like, don't chase money, chase what you love, you'll get money. Yeah. Da-da-da-da. So then I made some money, and then I found this other thing. And I was like, oh, it's actually not that different. You know what I mean? It's I'm on stage with a mic already. Right. So what, you know, people say I already say funny shit. So what if I try to hone it instead of just improvising it, you know, freestyling it? Well, I would say funny shit when I was DJing nightclubs.
That must be fun, too, because you get the pop of the unexpected.
Exactly.
Because you are in the middle of, like, you know, I assume just hip-hop, everybody's trying to get pussy, the whole, like, that's what it is, and then you hit it with something funny.
Make fun of someone's shirt.
I mean, that
this guy's trying to...
That's like me crossing someone over at the park. It literally is, dude. I still haven't found that in comedy. It's not the same. Me with my floppy white hair and looking the way I look and fucking bopping the shit out of somebody and the entire place just being like, like there is that direct energy weapon into me. Like there's nothing else that could duplicate. Coke, laughs, nothing. Like nothing can be that.
I don't know if I've ever had that moment where I cross. I don't know. I'm trying to think of because I didn't have like a park thing. Like you're both talking about very like specifically. I mean, I've had sets that I killed pretty hard on, but it wasn't like that. We didn't expect this guy to come out like this kind of moment.
Yeah.
Right.
They expect you to kill.
One thing I've never ever been a part of, which I don't think you really fuck with, but like when you watch those like giant European DJ things where it's like they have a room of like 6,000 people and they do something where it's like silence, 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 and then they drop something and like 9,000 people lose their mind at once. Do you know DJs like that? Like, do you?
Yeah, many.
That shit's so.
Many.
So you
But
cross
also-
genre. You talk to other types of DJs.
First of all DJing, turntables, all that shit comes from hip hop. They've taken it to some other place, but it's the core is us, right? If you're a good hip hop DJ, you can you have to be able to play all different genres, but we just don't get the notoriety that these guys get. But those guys are, no disrespect, a lot of them aren't doing shit.
Yeah.
They're just moving their hands. I'm listening to this. If you're
like, that knob doesn't do that.
if you're nothing's happening where they're going like this, and I'm going audio wise, nothing's changing.
To be honest, dude, this must be how my wife sees me fucking her. Because I'm just twisting, doing things, and she's like, none of this is working.
It's not doing anything.
You haven't turned the bass or the treble. I feel zero.
Yo, so they just move around a lot
Reverb.
because those songs, they're so long. They're just waiting for their part. So they're just like, I'm like, bro, I'm listening. You're not doing anything.
Yeah.
There's some guys that do, of course. There's a lot of fake DJs out there now.
Yeah, I don't, that's like a culture. Like, I've never even gone, like, I've been in Vegas a couple times where, like, for some reason or another, I remember this one time, like, a friend of a friend knew I was in Vegas, and he was like, there's a club opening at the Palms. I got you guys on the list. And when we showed up, they could not have been more disappointed that we were then going to sit behind Marshmallow.
Yeah.
Like, drinking Diet Cokes and sugar-free Red Bulls.
Just tweaked out of your mind.
Yeah, but
bro,
I've never done the
dropping
and there's part of me that's like, I want to go to that club in Ibiza where the sun comes up and everybody loses their mind. I don't do drugs though, so I think it would be kind of not.
It is
fun.
different without I don't do drugs either.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the fuck are you? Oh, you guys are high.
Yeah.
Well,
Why are you so excited?
What is that place in Miami at the Fountain Blue?
Oh,
is that Tao?
No,
Or-
it's
It's the big
Live.
one. Live.
Live.
Yeah. So I went there with DeStefano after his show at the Fountain Blue. And it's like 2:30 in the morning, and I'm like, I am cooked. And they're like, the night starts at
just
4.
starts,
like
yeah.
Jamie Foxx is getting here at 4:30 a.m. And I'm like, I can't even imagine. Yeah, you have to be fucking on
I
Molly
love
or
it,
something.
man.
That's
I love
amazing.
it. I still go out now, bro.
What are your like sleep hours now? Do you
Nah,
sleep
it's
in?
not good.
It's not good.
I'm very depressed and unhealthy, guys.
Yeah.
This is a real podcast, right?
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course.
You guys talk about real shit.
Real shit.
I'm very unhealthy.
Yeah, no, if I don't sleep for like 5 nights, like good, I'm suicidal.
Same.
That's
Oh.
insane.
I go to bed at least 3, and I'm up 7 with taking my kids to school, whatever.
Yeah.
So it's very bad.
That's a hard. I'm similar in terms of my sleep schedule, just because I have to be, and it's fucking hard because that stuff can catch up on you. Like,
Yeah.
I took a 6 a.m. international flight from Toronto home, which meant that I had to be there at 3. So in Toronto,
Yeah.
they're like, you are be there 3 hours before, you might get and of course I got through in like 10 minutes, and I'm in an abandoned airport.
Yeah,
for
it's that
fucking
part
4
where you're.
hours.
I think it's that part where you're in America already, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you cross the border in Canada before you
Yeah.
get on a plane.
Yes.
You go through customs. So you just sit there and you can't leave.
No.
Because you've crossed the border.
Dude, and I did this thing where I bought these pills, these RSO edibles, which is like a type of edible that you can only get medically here, but you can get recreationally in Canada. It's very intense. And I like just chewed these powdery, awful pills outside of the Uber, and then walked through security and did the whole thing, and like promptly forgot about it. And for 4 hours was just kind of like half hallucinating
was
in my
it
seat from just
Sleep?
No, it was just to be high.
Okay.
But I just wanted to be entertained, but I over entertained myself,
Right.
and I was just weird, and I forgot that I had 0 minutes of sleep. I got done with my show at 12:30, got back to my hotel at 1, packed until 1:30. I was getting picked up at 2, so I was like, I'm all fucked up. I didn't even
that's
sit and
wild.
sleep in my seat. It's just like, and then I get home. and it's right into like I got home at 8 a.m. and I got to my house or landed at 8 a.m. got to my house at 9, and I immediately took my son to his trophy ceremony for Little League Baseball. We immediately went to the pool after that. We did all this stuff, and by like 7 p.m. my wife's yelling at me because I'm disassociating, and I'm like, I'm fucking hallucinating.
Yeah,
I'm literally hallucinating. I'm trying my best.
But you came home early because you had some kid shit to do.
Of course, yeah.
And that's what I always do that. And then I come home and they don't give a fuck.
You know what I get is I get the thanks for coming home early and being completely useless.
Yeah.
You should have just stayed there.
Yeah.
You're like, well, I'm glad that I spent $500 to change the ticket.
Change the flight, no sleep. I'm like, I just want to get home so I can see my kiddos. And they're on the iPad, or their mom is like, oh, no, we have a birthday party to go to. I'm like, why didn't you tell me that?
So wait, you have 2 kids?
2 kids.
And what ages are they now?
They just turned 8 and 11.
So
Yeah.
middle school and
Kind of middle
elementary.
school, 5th grade, I think. Yeah,
And
fifth
you
grade.
guys are neighbors, right?
We're like
close,
neighboring
yeah.
school districts.
You go to No-Co Joe's?
Tonight, I am.
What do you mean?
Are you going there?
No,
to watch
why
the
you
game?
going there?
Oh,
to
I'm
watch the
going
game?
there to watch the World Cup.
No-Co
No-Co
Joe's is fire.
Joe's. That's
Where's
a guy
No-Co
that
Joe?
he went to Tappan Zee.
Yeah.
A couple years older than me. He started a food truck, and now it's become like.
If I had my car, I would come up and watch it.
No-Co Joe's is fire,
It's
bro.
great,
It looks
dude.
awesome.
It's a great. He has all these TV. It's an ideal play. I watched the Knicks play.
Is it like a beer garden
too.
kind of situation?
No, it's just like it's in the
sports
heart
bar.
of Piermont. Like in the heart, right near that like old mechanical thing that looks like it was lifted out of the bottom of the
You're
Titanic.
talking Rockland lore, I don't
Second
know.
Titanic
He's talking about Will's penis.
Yeah, right next to Will's, the shell of Will's cock, the skin it shed.
Now,
So you know that guy?
Yeah. He's a good dude. Joe Agnello, owner and proprietor. Go there if you're in the area.
the reason why I ask was because it's like being a comic is like, it's not really as difficult as it once was, in the sense that we're not really like that deviant anymore. Like,
Right.
Like I can't remember the last time I saw somebody do cocaine, and I think at one point that was like all, every night at some comedy clubs. But like
That's
have
festival behavior now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
people, that's when like the 80s comes back, is that Skankfest.
Yeah.
Like then you're like, oh, there we are, Andrew Dice Clay. Like
Yeah,
you see somebody
No, I
just
see
like
it.
doing a rail off of like, one of the production assistants' iPad. And you're like, and now we're here.
And now we're back.
Yeah, at least they test stripped it.
I don't do drugs or anything. I don't even drink. So I told my manager, I go, I don't think I want to do festivals anymore. He goes, why? I go, I don't think it's about comedy.
No.
I think it's comics just getting away and fucking.
It's like a nice weekend on the road with your friends. It's kind
Yeah.
of like a friend vacation where the
Yeah.
shows, they don't get in the way because the shows are so fun, but it's a different type of show because it's also like you can't, at Skankfest in particular, I'm talking like you can't deliver your jokes like you're on the road or like you're even in the city. Like you can't present your stand-up. You have to kind of get into it.
Yeah.
Because there's a shorthand. They watch this, they watch all your stuff. So like
Yeah,
the presentational stuff is sniffed out and they're like, fuck
Yeah,
this, dude.
Skankfest, they're more savvy.
Totally. Which I like because it almost, funny enough, it kind of reminds me of like what the alt scene was like in like 08, 09, where like you couldn't present material in the same
I
kind of.
feel like there's certain shows that you do that at. Like if you do, have you done Funny Moms, the Come Town guys show?
No.
It's like it's just like they know too much, and it's the same thing with the festival people. It's like they just know you too well, so that if you come up and just try to do your material, they're like,
Yeah.
Yeah, we want to get to know you.
That's interesting.
But I was going to ask, because you have the combination of being still part of kind of the DJ world and then very much a part of the comedy world. And then you still have like you live in the suburb. That must be such a fucking balancing act to fucking.
Yeah, but I like it.
Yeah.
Because this shit we do needs balance.
Yeah.
Of course.
I actually think I'm more well off than a lot of guys because they just do comedy or entertainment. They drink or do drugs or smoke or even just weed at night, sleep late, and then get into like writing or listening to comedy and then go do stand-up. Like, I'm like, bro, you gotta break this shit up a little bit.
Yeah.
You gotta do some other shit just to get some different perspectives or some kind of life.
Yeah, I'm so glad that I don't I keep that schedule. Like, like we know some comics who they're like, I go to bed every night at 4, I wake up every day at 1.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I would be so depressed.
Yeah, I'd have a tough time with that. How do you, as somebody who's doing very well and who has had the mindset that you've had to build what you've done, how do you then instill that in your kids who are growing up in a completely different way?
Oh, well, first of all, I don't know. This is the third time you said I'm doing very well. Who do you think I am, guys?
I just think you're doing great. I think, first of all, I'm of the mind now, and it's taken me, I would say, a year. New me, Nicole. I would say it's taken me a long time to get here, but I think we're all doing really well. I think in the grand scheme of things, and even just building something from nothing. And
I got a rent-controlled apartment today.
He did. That's huge.
Yeah.
But also, I don't know. And this is maybe some people call this loser reframing, but I don't think it is. Because I'm still ambitious, I'm still fighting to get to new levels and all that stuff. But when you really think about how when we started, there's no real point of entry, and we taught ourselves how to write jokes, and just by watching, and it's like moving to Spain and learning Spanish. You just immersed yourself in it to where you got from zero to earning a living and having moments of higher notoriety than others, and you've had success in other fields. Dude, you're kind of in both ways, not quite, but you're like Michael Jordan playing baseball in the sense that you've already accomplished in the sense that you've already accomplished such great things in this one area. And then you went and you did something else, which I don't know if you saw this Jeter clip, but he totally had Michael Jordan's back about his career and was he was way better than all of you give credit for. Batting 200 in AA is fucking insane.
Yeah.
The guy hadn't played since Little League and showed up and batted 200. That's crazy. And then continued to get better as he put more work into it. But that's a thing that you've done. You've gotten to a point where even if it's a fucking struggle, even if it's emotional agony at times and you're frustrated, the simple fact that you're doing it and continuing to do it and still have love for it is a massive success.
100%. You're framing it all perfectly. I just say, I really believe that I'm a blue collar, successful mid. What's the word? What's the bid? The thing that we're losing in this country.
Yes, yeah. I know.
Middle class?
Middle class.
Yeah.
Damn it.
We literally forgot them.
I'm a blue collar, middle class, working comedian, right? That makes a good living as well as my neighbor who's a plumber.
Yeah.
We have the same kind of cars, same kind of house.
Totally.
My neighbor across the street does video production from doctors. And we live in the same, you know what I mean? So I'm good, solid. But, I roll with some big people that it looks bigger sometimes. And I go, guys, I love what I do. And I get to work with Dave Chappelle, who's a friend of mine before all of this. It's great, but it's Dave ain't forking it over, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't leave Dave shows with he gave me 50 grand. It's still a paycheck.
Pay. Yeah.
It's funny because it is it's kind of disorienting, and you've been through this too, where it's I'll go on, because I do a part of Ronnie and Hassan's the scripted show they do.
Yeah.
I'm a voice in it, basically. And so for these weekends, we'll go through these kind of patterns where it'll be 8 weekends in a row. And for those 8 weekends, I'm going to fly either first class or private. I'm going to stay to Four Seasons. Some fucking Michelin chef is going to see that Ronnie's in town and invite us. He'll keep the restaurant open late.
I did that with Ronnie. He always goes to get dope food after. Yeah.
And then somebody will come and they'll be oh, hey, I have a clothing company or whatever kind of company. And they'll be do you want this? And Ronnie's I don't fucking want it. And then he gives it to me. And I'm and then I go back to those servants' quarters on Monday. You know what I mean? It's I live in the servants' quarters of our building. And it's just it's just such a schizophrenic lifestyle.
Totally.
But people are you're killing it.
Yeah,
You're oh, brother, if you knew what I was doing on Tuesday.
All of that it's fun, especially coming from hip hop. It is fun to brag, and show private jet, you know. But Dave don't like a lot of phone shit. But like, take a picture of the private jet, and then I told somebody the other day, I was like, I actually am kind of over the private jet because like going to Europe with Dave. He's smoking the entire flight, and there's nowhere to walk. There's no room.
It's like a Chinese tenement apartment. That's crazy.
And they're like, you're over the private jet. And I go, yo, when I fly United, I get upgraded because I'm a loyal customer. I get upgraded. There's so much room. There's no TV on a private jet. Like you have to bring an iPad or something.
Yeah.
And so it's like, it looks crazy, but also like.
Also, I would not want to be on the small jet to Europe. I would be like this.
Yeah, it's like 6 people. It's small. Like
you feel
when you
every
stand up,
gust.
It's kind of. But you know.
You also get to fly at a different altitude. That is nice.
That's nice.
What does that mean?
Because commercial jets
fly lower?
can only fly at 39,000, and a private jet you can
higher.
You can go to 50, 60.
Oh, it goes higher.
I had no idea.
They get better air.
The air is thinner up there.
But it's also less turbulent.
Is it filled with cigarettes?
Yes, yours is.
Dave has single-handedly burned a hole in the ozone just for cigarettes.
But I had but you were saying about my kids. I had this struggle recently because my kids are like when I first had them, we lived in downtown Manhattan. So I was like, okay, they're not hood, but they're city. And now we live in the burbs, and I'm like, oh man, these kids are pussies. And I'm like, I was asking somebody like, how do you teach the street shit without having to go to the street?
Yeah, jujitsu.
Like, no, that's what he does.
Yeah.
But it's still not. You gotta have the heart, man. And I don't know if he will or won't.
I think you bring them. I think that's a part, like, I'm trying to do that more even. Like, we're a big museum family, so we come into the city a lot. But I'm also trying to do that more just with my oldest, and eventually with my youngest, I'll bring him in. Like, I want to take him to the cages.
The city.
Yeah. He comes to the cellar.
Not Fordham Road.
No. Of course. But, I mean, you know, that as things go, I mean, you could give him a little dollop of that.
You can stop on your way to the botanicals.
Yeah,
Just like, hey,
he's been on Nostrand Ave. He's been on Nostrand and Prospect, our old stomping grounds. You know?
You should bring him to Corona on Saturday, Mexico, England.
That would be fun.
Yeah.
I just sent you a video, right, Nicole? With like my son is like first months on the planet. I'm taking him strapped to my stomach, taking him for a walk and I'm literally being screamed at by one crack woman behind me and a crack lady in front
Brooklyn?
of me, and they're kind of converging on us. And
In
I'm
LA,
like,
that would be
welcome to
delivery
Brooklyn.
robots. Well, before we get out of here, I just want to make sure
already?
that.
Yeah,
No.
I think this was.
my
We're gonna
gosh.
do a couple more things, but
so sorry.
you have a special coming out. And
Yeah, it's out.
It's out.
It's out right now.
Excellent.
It's out right now.
Oh, I'm
It's
gonna
on-
watch it on my
It's
drive
called
back.
Likeable.
It's on LOL Networks.
Yeah, LOL Networks, stand up, LOL YouTube stand up.
Fuck yeah, man. That's awesome.
Kevin Hart bought the guys who produced it, and Kevin Hart's company bought it. I thought it wasn't going to come out because I shot it like a year ago. So I love that I have something out, but don't watch it.
I'm gonna.
I don't want comics to watch it.
I'm gonna watch it.
All the jokes are better now.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I had postpartum depression. Not postpartum.
No, that's right.
Yeah, that'd be
That's right.
postpartum.
Postpartum.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dave was like, "Oh, I didn't tell you this." He's like, "You're gonna be depressed for a while."
Yeah. Yeah.
But like, I just wanted something out because I have an extra hump to go over where none of the people that were fans of me DJing even know I do comedy still to this day.
Right.
And I just need something out there so they can see it.
Yeah.
And
Sure,
hopefully
it's-
that fan base will come join, you know?
This is great. It's a nice. This is an official business card for you out there in the world,
Exactly.
where people can. It's a
Yeah.
hub, a landing spot
Yeah,
where then
exactly.
they can go and see you.
Yeah, and it's easy to share. I've been sending the link out. All my friends say they love it. People I don't know are starting to write to me, say they love it.
That's dope.
So it's really cool. But like, you know, I want to have, you know, more hour-long specials. You know?
yeah.
But it's really cool to have something out. And I want to press it on vinyl.
Oh, cool.
Just to like have it, you know.
Everybody go check out Cipha's special.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
He's absolutely hilarious. If you
Likeable.
ever get the chance to see him down at the cellar or out with Dave or fucking 1,000
Everybody.
other people that you
Everybody.
have
Yeah,
worked with.
come to be one of the 20, 30 people that come to my mall shows. Come on, guys. Let's come out. Let's go.
We do a little voicemail, it's usually a parenting question. Sometimes it's,
Ready.
we'll see what it is.
Who's got it? You have headphones?
Hey, my name's Heath. I was hoping you guys could help me out with a little bit of a predicament. I am going through a divorce with my wife. I have 2 kids. And to leave peacefully, I agreed to continue paying half of her mortgage when I left. And we make the same amount of money. She makes a little bit more than me. And she insists that I still owe her that half of her mortgage because I agreed to it to leave, and that since it was my decision to get a divorce, that I owe her half of her mortgage, even though it's not she's able to make those payments. And I have no problem conceding to that because my kids, I don't mind it at all. But I also wonder what other people's opinions are of this. Well, that's it. Have a good one.
Brother.
What are we doing here?
What I gotta tell you?
We were having a good time.
Yeah, this is the show, though. They're not usually that. Keith's in a bad place. Keith's writing this 2 weeks after the divorce. Sending
Keith
that.
is fucking pissed.
I have the exact opposite, which was I got removed from my situation, and so I was very lucky in that I was like, oh, okay. Cool. And also you're rich. Cool. Enjoy.
You got this.
Yeah. I've been camping for 6 months.
Yeah. As somebody, so I'm putting myself in this position. 2 kids, the wife, the whole thing. The fact is that she's saying because it's your idea or it was your idea, you got to just erase that from the board of reasons because that's like truly childish. Yeah. It's like, well, it's your idea, so therefore you're responsible. That's silly. But the way I would look at it is you're paying half the rent for your kids to live there.
Yeah.
So she's paying the half the rent for her to live there and you're paying half the rent for your kids to live there or whatever kind of internal math you have to do to justify it. The fact is you got to do it for the time being. And then if they want to relocate or whatever, you find some common ground on that. But I would even if I was fucked financially, which I would be if I got divorced, I couldn't pay for the place I'm living in now in a new place. Things would have to change.
Yeah.
So I would do it. I would do it, and I'd probably have to move in with Nicole's parents while we were getting a divorce. Or just anybody that would help me. But, that is, I think, I don't know. I think probably the right thing is to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I would put some kind of time limit on it.
There we go. Contract.
And this is all crazy. Things have got turned upside down. We're figuring out how to split. We got to make sure the kids are settled. Let's do a year, 2 years of this, but then we got to figure something out because if we bought the house together, maybe we sell the house, use that money, we both downsize. There's some stuff in there. But I would have done that anyway. You guilt tripping me is the problem here. You telling me, since you're that, what's his name, Keith? Keith, I don't want to direct traffic to another podcast, but you need to listen to a guy named Dante Nero. Dante Nero will set
we gotta get Dante on this podcast. 100%.
Dante Nero will set you on the right path. Dude. You already fucked up by just, your tone is just like,
what are those camps that turn you not gay? Conversion camps?
Yeah.
That's Dante coming into this show.
Dante, he helps me.
Losing my entire following.
He helps me immensely, man. Immensely.
I think one thing that you should keep in mind is if you were going to do this amicably through a mediator, they would take, assets and they take how much you earn and then they would create a percentage of that based on how much time you're spending with your kids and how much. So that's what you guys should be moving towards. But Cipha's right in the sense that you should put you got to set some boundaries. And then also you can't, I don't know why you're getting divorced, but you can't let her just talk to you like that. You need some confidence. Of course I'm going to pay half.
Hey, what?
What?
What do you mean? Of course I'm going to
With
pay half.
words.
But don't talk to me like that, Shirley.
Yeah, you think it's Keith and Shirley?
Ethan Shirley. Dude, imagine he's like, how the fuck did you know her name? He's just watching the podcast.
That's the last white woman he met was Shirley. It was
I would do it, though.
1987.
I would do it. I would do
I've met a
it.
Shirley for a minute.
My dream is a small 1-bedroom.
Yeah.
Bed, nightstand, the biggest TV they have. Sir, this won't fit on the wall. It'll fit.
Yeah.
It'll fit on the floor. It'll lean against the wall.
and a modest living room, nothing in the kitchen, and just I want to live across. Those apartment buildings across the street from the VU.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to live right there.
Oh, yeah. I like that. Do you know where I want to live? I want to dig a hole into the side of a mountain. And I want to put logs in each thing and build a
You've
fucking...
been watching too much YouTube.
So much.
You've been
Just
watching
like
all this.
fast-forwarded little...
Yeah. Oh,
It is funny because
Wait, you want a storage, a container,
Yes,
2
dude.
containers.
I have been dreaming of building a storage container home for like the last 4 years.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
I'm watching this one like young black guy who seems so cool. He was building this tree house basically as a cover of the school bus he was gonna turn into a home, and instead decided to expand it into a real home plus school bus, and I will die for that guy. I love him.
it is funny because you're talking about that's your dream. Like that, I've gone through 2 divorces now, and it is like coming home to that. When I set up that bed and it's like mattress on the floor, TV on the wall, 4 plates. Like I'm just like, this is living.
Wait, you got divorced
Clean
before?
clothes.
This is your second divorce?
Yeah.
Wow.
Watch Cipha's special, everybody.
Thanks, man.
LOL Network on YouTube. It's called Likeable.
Yeah.
Cipha Sounds. Cipha Sounds.